This is our third isometric. I call it the angle block. Notice that our front view has an angle. I'm going to point some things out here. This is basically a cube. I have a weird angle here that's not parallel with anything else other than itself. And I have an L cut out here, like our L block we just drew. I'm going to start this with a cube because it lends itself to making a cube because it allows us to make this angle at the correct angle. So we're going to start with a cube, just like we have in the past. I'm going to set that aside. So we're going to start again by lots of hand motion, making my vertical, making the first part of my Y and the second part of my Y. Again, all my lines are very light, like construction lines. I'm going to again finish off my cube. And again, scale and proportion is important. So I know this is a rough cube. And again, it's a sketch, so things don't have to be perfect. But we definitely want to make sure that the client that we're drawing this for understands what we're designing. So there's my cube. If I go back to my block and I look straight down, I'm going to notice that there are basically three rectangles looking at the top. I have a rectangle here, here, and then this angle plane looks like its own little rectangle. So we're going to break our top into thirds. I'm going to draw a line here a third of the way in, and a line here a third of the way in. So I have my three rectangles, 1, 2, and 3. If I look at my right side, I notice I have two rectangles. Here's a dividing line here. It's quite low because of this angle. So I'm going to think 2/3 of the way down on my sketch, I'm going to create a line here. So that's going to be that bottom rectangle. Now for the side view, this is where we do play connect the dots, unlike the last drawing. I'm going to connect this to here. So again, I'm going to kind of draw that in with my hand and just place my pencil down so I see it. This time I'm going to darken this in when I get it. So hey, that looks pretty good. I'm going to come over here and do the same thing, keeping my hand moving. I'm just going to draw this in, get it sketched in, and I'm going to start seeing that plane. And it's not quite perfect, but it's close so we can get the idea. Now here's the hard part. I've got this little cutout back here, so we can see on our block on the left side we have a little cutout. That cutout, remember, just like the last one, we're going to draw our angle here from a known point. So I guessed this is how deep we're going, so this is going to be my known point. I'm just going to draw back here. Now here's where the question comes in. This line is going to travel back, but the question is, where does it stop? Oh no, it doesn't go way out there. So to figure that out, we have to go to this corner, which is right where my index finger is, right here. And I'm going to have to draw straight down. And the reason I'm doing this, I'm trying to find out the terminal point of this line. So now I'm going to go from this known point, I'm going to be parallel with this, I'm going to go back until I hit that corner right here. I'm going to put a little triangle on that so we know where we're going. So there's my little triangle. And I know that's where I'm going to hit. And that corner is where my index finger is again, way back here. So notice if I turn the block, I can't really see it in our isometric. Back here, I need to know where that is so I know where this line is to draw. So from this little triangle, I'm just going to come out very lightly, and then I'm going to see this piece. I'm going to darken that in so you can see it. So here is that back plane. I'm going to start darkening some things in. The things that we're going to see, and that's going to continue because that's the top. And here's my vertical, my base, my little rectangle on the right, and my angled plane. So now, as you can see, we've created this funky looking angle on this block number 3. And again, the hard part was establishing where this was. If you had difficulty with this, please rewind and watch again. And good luck.